Hey guys, welcome back to another video, which means another delusional flat earther. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Nathan Oakley, a flat earther who got a whole video on Vice. Before getting started, remember to subscribe and stay tuned at the end of the video for a special announcement.
We're being presented with things like the moon landing footage, and you've only got to look at it with a critical eye to see that it's done on a set. Hi, I'm Nathan Oakley, and I'm a flat earther. I run several YouTube channels, I interview people about the subject, and I've been doing it for about the last couple of years. In my last career, I was travelling around the world as an international sales rep, and as I travelled around the world, what I observed on almost every flight was the same thing, which was lots of people staring at the back of their headrests and observing the latest movie, drinking booze, falling asleep, whereas I would actually be at the back of the plane looking out at the emergency exit window, which had the widest viewing angle, and observing the flat plane below.
Well, there's one main reason it is difficult to see the curve of the Earth from a plane. To see the curve of the Earth, about a 60-degree field of view is needed, which is not on emergency windows. Probably should have stuck to sleeping on the ride.
That being the case, when I came across a Math Powerland video on YouTube and he uttered the words flat earth, not in ridicule, but in the same context as we're talking about today, it immediately was a eureka moment. I mean, I literally went and woke my wife up and told her that the earth was flat.
Poor lady. Imagine getting up in the middle of the night because a grown man wanted you to know the Earth was flat. All the regret.
Well, NASA were developed for the sole purpose of lying to us. Their only purpose is to perpetuate the globe lie. Every single story that is told by NASA has the subcontext that we live on a globe. The way they're faking things is with top-of-the-line, absolutely cutting-edge studio techniques like were used in the film Gravity. So they're using trapeze, they're on high wires, in order to fake us for as long as humanly possible. Well, that's a good comparison because the blockbuster movies bolster the NASA fakery. If you're watching Guardians of the Galaxy or Star Trek or Star Wars, the basis of that is that you are on a spinning globe. So the fact that Hollywood perpetuates this meme, this lie, this spinning globe lie, is the over-the-top suspension of disbelief. Whereas when NASA do it, they play their cards much more close to their chest. They always keep it nice and simple. So they're not going to be having Star Wars type battles in space. They're just going to have a zero-G meal. It's much more downplayed.
Why? Why would NASA want to lie about the shape of the Earth? There is nothing to gain from that. Not only that, how would thousands of workers be able to cover this lie up without a leak? And now, the sole purpose of sci-fi fantasy films set in space is to brainwash people into believing the Earth is round. Come on.
The Illuminati. I don't know a great deal about the Illuminati. It's something that I've come across since finding out the Earth was flat or investigating flat Earth. It would seem that there are certainly families or bloodlines or secret societies that control certain aspects of our life. However, until 1972, we hadn't been up and checked. So to say that a secret society knew and was therefore perpetuating a deception, I would say no.
Oh, it doesn't make sense, so it isn't probably true. Ironic.
No, I can't prove it. I can only support it with evidence.
What? He's saying he can't prove flat Earth, but can support the existence of flat Earth with evidence? So he is proving it, or at least he thinks he is.
So to say, do I need to prove it? I would say no, because the starting point is flat. That's what you observe, that's what I observe, and that's what everyone deals with in their day-to-day lives.
First of all, the burden of proof is on him, as he is challenging a previously established fact. Secondly, just because the Earth looks flat from our point of view, doesn't mean it is. For example, if I were to do an extreme close-up of a ball, it would look flat. The close-up represents how we see the Earth every day.
I've heard every insult under the sun, and I think the reason we get these insults is because we are pre-programmed from birth to ridicule the idea of flat Earth. We're told that it's a a notion of Philistines. It's something that we have progressed beyond. So I tend to not overreact to people who are insulting to me about the subject and try and ask them to either, if they're very combative, prove what they believe, which is the globe, or ask them to research flat Earth.
I personally thought we were beyond flat Earth, but apparently not. And the problem with most flat earthers is that no matter how much evidence you give them, they will say it's fake.
Well, I've never been to the ends of the Earth, so it's a difficult one to give you an answer.
You haven't been there because the end of the Earth doesn't exist.
Is the moon fake news? No. But does the moon have fake news surrounding it? Yes, absolutely. Of all of the celestial bodies, it's the one that would most indicate sphericity, is that the right word? Being spherical. And therefore, it's used by people like NASA to prop up the notion that we are living on a sphere also. So it's used to perpetuate fake news.
But that makes sense. Why is it that every planet in the solar system is a spheroid? Why is the sun round? But when it comes to the Earth, it's a frisbee.
Do I get ridiculed now? No, it doesn't seem to be the case. A couple of years on, it's more like this, people actually wanting to know more information about the subject and doing a bit of research themselves. So I think it seems things have progressed. I don't have an actual explanation for how the seasons work. I don't know what the sun is. Same technically goes for the moon. I don't know what the moon is. And further to that, I don't trust any of the maps that they give us.
Okay, he doesn't know what anything is, can't explain any natural phenomena, and when scientists who have dedicated their lives to studying all of this and unanimously agree on one conclusion, he doesn't believe it. That's just idiotic. Well, another flat earther destroyed. I mentioned an announcement at the start of the video. I want to inform everyone that I'll be uploading 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, during quarantine. Also, feel free to comment any video you want debunked. Thanks for watching.